Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Utah's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Got it in the middle. It's Dawkins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Utes headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He'll keep it himself. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Personal foul. Looking to kick. Defense.
You must. Kicker, when he's in a defenseless position like that, that penalty's going to give the offense a first down. And just when you think the defense had forced a field goal try, a devastating mistake like this gives New into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. On the run, it's Daniel. Crosses the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Leaves it with the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's Gibbs. Got the quick pass. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Back to the ground game on the left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Utes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Here comes the heat. Got his man. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But
it's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 43-yard line, but a terrific return sets up the offense. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Caught. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Power football with the run. Turning it on. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Gibbs. Here's a heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Getting set for the point after.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plucks it out of the air. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Moves it forward just a bit. A pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He wants to change this route. Looking for a crease. It's Daniel. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop him.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Minnesota! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He wants to go deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The sure hands, it's Garrett. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Wants to throw again. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Garrett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Utes have taken it inside the 20. Third down play from the gun. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff.
Joe Montana.
That last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Utah! What a play! Not only the interception. Return for the score.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can
Yeah, I can't get him out, bro.
Running backs and tight ends and all over the field.
My backup's 58 overall.
Athletic interception, and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
I know what I got to do, bro.
On the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be
time to ground and pound, bro.
Right here.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Time to ground and pound.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This guy got 2 carries and got tired.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Daniel. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to... Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And the timing just a hair off.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking for room, it's Daniel. Picks up the first down. It's a running room. Touchdown, Minnesota! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt